Hey everybody, Jesse with Survival Summit. Today I wanted to go over some supplemental kits. Now, I'm going to go over these kits in different videos for each kit. Today is the fire starting kit. I have an old school Maxpedition backpack. I actually don't even remember where I got this, but this fits all of these kits. So these kits are fire, water, shelter, land nav, fishing and hunting, signaling. They're pretty amazing. Now, I usually keep these kits in cache locations, but I also keep a spare kit in my vehicle. This is not absolute top of the line gear, but this is gear that has been field tested and it's good enough to get you by. So if you're brand new to survival, you're brand new to preparedness, these kits are going to be okay for you. If you're well trained and you've done this for a long time, these kits may be supplemental kits for you. It's really up to you. It's also about budget. You could get this entire setup, excluding the bag, for probably $200 to $300, as opposed to $1,200 to $1,500 for a full Bugout bag setup that's damn near perfect. All right, so the fire kit, we're actually going to carry all these kits on our website within a week or two. They're being made as we speak. This one is called the Fire Boss. This is a 33-piece fire starting kit. It also comes with some fire starting tips. So there's some tips and tricks on how to start different fires. Let's just yank it all out and see what's in the kit. You got some foil paper. One of my favorite items, these are the UCO Stormproof matches. These matches are pretty amazing. Actually, these are the waterproof matches. I don't believe these are the stormproof ones that you can dip in water and they'll still stay lit. But these are still waterproof. They're still good matches. We also have some chalk cloth. Always comes in handy to have some chalk cloth. This is a ferro rod with a scraper attached to it. Now, if you're new to ferro rods, this black coating, before you try to scrape and get sparks from this rod, you want to make sure you take the black coating off. Especially for you newbies who don't really know much about ferro rods. You definitely want to take the coating off until you see silver, and that's what you're going to scrape. Now, some people use magnesium rods where they scrape the magnesium off and it lights at an incredibly high heat. Well, this kit comes with 6 magnesium capsules. So basically, they took the time and scraped all the magnesium for you and put them in these capsules. So it's pretty handy. Also comes with a razor blade. Now, steel wool. You might say, what's steel wool for? Well, if you're trying to make a fire using a battery, steel wool can come in handy for exactly that. Fat wood. Some people call it lighter knot, lighter pine. This is basically resin-soaked pine that typically you would find in trees that have come down, where when the tree dies, the sap will concentrate in the trunk and it'll concentrate in the branches. You can scrape this to make shavings, which will stay lit for a decent amount of time, or you can just use this the way it is in these little tinder sticks. I like to scrape it because you get a lot more fires with fat wood that way. Also, jute twine. Jute twine is great to take apart, fray it out, make it look like a little bird's nest. It actually helps you. One of the most difficult parts about starting a fire, especially when it's wet outside or if you're not that great at starting a fire, the biggest part is, let's say I have a bow drill and I get an ember from my bow drill. Well, if you don't have a good enough bird's nest to put that ember in, it's going to be very difficult to get that fire going. You might not even be able to do it if your bird's nest is not made up the right way of super fine materials. It's just going to be a pain for you. Now, what's this? Kevlar cordage. What's the Kevlar for? Kevlar cordage, in this instance, for this kit, is for your bow drill. So if you have to make a bow drill out of natural materials in the forest, this is going to be your bow drill cord that's going to go on your bow, and that's what you're going to use to get your fire going. It also comes with a Handsaw, this is kind of like a finger handsaw. These typically aren't the greatest. They probably won't last forever, but in a pinch, this is gonna do just okay for you. You'll be fine. We also have a couple candles. So in a lot of cases, candles can come in very handy, and these come in the kit. Now, what are these? These are waterproof fire tabs. I don't remember exactly what they call them in this kit, but they're essentially waterproof tabs that you can break apart, fray open, and you can light these very easily. Now, one thing that's actually missing from this kit, because I think I actually used it for something else, is it always comes with a small Bic lighter. So these kits have the Bic lighter. It's not here. I was using it. Whoops. It also comes with Wetfire. This is just a little Tinder tab from Wetfire. These actually are pretty decent. And one of my favorites comes with a Fresnel lens. This, when we were kids, we'd use a magnifying glass, to burn ants. Well, this is a Fresnel lens. This will also start a fire. So you don't need fuel from your lighter. You don't need a ferro rod. You don't need any of that. Now, as part of this kit, I like to add a much more robust ferro rod. Obviously, I'm not going to put it in the bag, although it would probably fit in the kit. But in my supplemental kit, it'll probably come in this bag. I like to keep one of these. This is a 5-inch Craftig by Uberleben. This thing throws insane sparks. It's an amazing ferro rod. I have probably a dozen of these. All right, that is the Fire Boss. So if you're looking for an inexpensive kit, or if you're looking for a supplemental kit, the Fire Boss is the perfect kit for you.